What toppings really belong on pizza? Today, we're going to give you the definitive answer. So what I'm about to cover today cannot be refuted. So if you're going to leave a comment down below, make sure you're agreeing with me. If you disagree with me, you're wrong, and you'll see why. So we have discovered that the only way to understand pizza toppings is to break them down into groups. And there are 6 basic types of pizza, and there are 5 groups for toppings. So you have, the first one is a minimal pizza. Then you have the basic toppings pizza. Then you have your quintessential toppings. Then you have your standard toppings. And then you have your not standard but acceptable toppings. And then finally, you have stuff that doesn't belong on a pizza. Now, you'll keep watching. You'll see why I group these things into these categories. It all makes sense. Just keep watching. So if you really want to understand what toppings belong on pizza, you need to go through these groups in order, just to see how each group builds upon the other group. So let's start with a minimal pizza. So this is a cheese pizza. Your basic minimal pizza is a cheese pizza. So it contains no toppings because cheese doesn't count as a topping since it's a core ingredient. So that's another basic idea you need to understand. There are certain core ingredients. So you're going to have cheese, sauce, and crust. Those are the core ingredients. You can't have a pizza with those. So if you're missing any one of the core ingredients, it's wrong. It doesn't count as a real pizza. So a pizza without a core ingredient, wrong. So anything more minimal than a cheese pizza, like if you have a pizza with cheese and no sauce or sauce and no cheese, not a real pizza as far as I'm concerned. So a base core minimal pizza is a cheese pizza, right? So that's your level 1 there. Now, next level is your basic pizza. Now, we only have one type of pizza in this group. The other groups are going to have other toppings, multiple toppings per group. But in your basic group, this is like your second level. Your basic pizza is just a pepperoni pizza. That's your most generic basic pizza you could have. I consider that almost even more generic than a cheese pizza, but that part is debatable. Now, next level from that, your third level is quintessential. So your quintessential pizza, what you think of when you think of pizza. Now, toppings that could go on a quintessential pizza could be pepperoni, mushrooms, peppers. These are sweet peppers and they're sliced, or onions. So again, pepperoni, mushrooms, pepper, onions. Those are the quintessential pizza toppings. If you think I missed something, probably going to cover it in the next section. But those are what I would call the quintessential pizza toppings. Now, your next group is standard. Now, these are all the standard toppings that are normal for on a pizza. So the standard toppings include all the quintessential toppings. They also include sausage, other than pepperoni. I know technically pepperoni, that counts as sausage, right? Right? It does, right? So you got sausage, hamburger, basically small meatballs, not an actual hamburger patty. That you can't do, but hamburger, like the little hamburger meatballs. So next you have olives. Olives are pretty standard pizza topping. Not quintessential, but standard. After that, you got anchovies. This might be controversial. I know they're stereotypically, people like, oh, no anchovies on my pizza. I don't know. I just remember people saying that back in the 80s. Anchovies are standard. They count as standard. Honestly, I think they're delicious on pizza. Not having them very often, but they count in the standard group. There's something you think of as something you would put on a pizza. It's like a normal standard topping. So anchovies belong on pizza. The other one, hot peppers. Hot peppers, standard topping. Not quintessential like the sweet peppers that are sliced sweet peppers, but hot peppers. They count as a standard topping. Now, non-standard but accepted. So this next category are non-standard toppings. They're acceptable. We think they're okay. Nothing wrong with them. They're just not standard. They're not normal. They're a little weird maybe, but they're completely okay, and we accept them. They're normal, right? So first one, this one's controversial. I think a lot of people like to believe this is controversial. no one really, it's not really controversial. No one really cares. It's okay if you like it. So I'm going to say pineapple. Pineapple on pizza. Pineapple's fine. It's non-standard, but it's fine. You almost may as well think of it as standard these days. It's all over. Pineapple on pizza, right? Now, you might say it doesn't belong there. No one really cares. People like to joke about how much people care more than people really care about whether or not pineapple belongs on pizza. So, next one, potato slices, especially red potato. Now, you're going to think maybe some people out there will think this is weird, but there's some really delicious potato pizza out there, and I think it's absolutely acceptable and needs to be like standardized and just included. So red potato pizza, one specific place I have in mind, I'm not going to list in this video, but red potato pizza, they came out. It was a non-standard type of pizza that was really delicious. Everyone loved it. It was great. I think it just deserves to be in that non-standard, but definitely accepted. It deserves a lot of credit. Definitely accepted category. Now, the next one that's non-standard but accepted, you're going to see this in a lot of places, broccoli. So broccoli, that non-standard, someone puts a piece of broccoli on a pizza. Maybe someone's going to try to disagree with me on that. If you do disagree with me, you're wrong. Don't comment down below if you don't think, I mean, it's non-standard. I'm not saying it's standard, but it's acceptable. It's acceptable to put broccoli on your pizza. Now, this last category, stuff that doesn't belong on a pizza. We won't judge you though. If you're going to put it on a pizza, I don't care. So the toppings in this category, yeah, these count as a pizza crime, right? You're doing something wrong if you're putting these on your pizza. You know what? It doesn't matter. You can do what you want. No one's going to really haul you away to jail for putting these on your pizza, but they count as wrong. You can go ahead and do it. We won't necessarily judge you, but you're being wrong if you do this. So if you put anything in this last category on a pizza, it's wrong. These do not belong on pizza. Now, I'm not here to tell you can't put stuff that doesn't belong on a pizza on a pizza. If you do something wrong, you're doing something wrong, but that's up to you, right? So we won't judge. But the first thing in this category is hot dogs. So unless they are sliced into little circles, now that actually, I've seen these. You cut a hot dog into slices and put them on almost as though they were like sausages or pepperoni. That actually kind of makes maybe. But any other way you put a hot dog on a pizza, wrong. That's a pizza crime right there. The next one, French fries or chips for you British people out there. Whatever you want to call them, don't put them on pizza. Now, interesting thing, apparently in Italy, they have pizza Americana. They put French fries and other stuff on pizza. I don't know, it's popular for kids. Just because the Italians are doing it does not mean it's okay. French fries don't belong on pizza. Just saying. Now, the next thing that doesn't belong on pizza, no one's going to disagree with me on this, pickles. Pickles don't belong on pizza. Also, bananas. Bananas do not belong on pizza. Now, some fruit, like a pineapple, you could do that, but bananas, no, don't do that. Another one, sardines. Sardines do not belong on pizza. And then next, you got cucumbers. Just like pickles don't belong on pizza, cucumbers do not belong on pizza either. And then another one we have is shrimp. Shrimp doesn't belong on pizza. Don't put shrimp on your pizza. You might be thinking maybe it could be Don't. No. It's a pizza crime. Don't do it. Don't commit pizza crimes. Now another one, corn. Now, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Corn on pizzas, that's probably pretty delicious, but it's wrong. It's wrong, so don't do it. It's a pizza crime. No corn on pizza. Now, last one here, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese really doesn't belong on pizza. It's delicious. It's a pizza crime. You got double carbs. Not saying double carbs is always wrong, but it's redundant, and putting mac and cheese on pizza, it's going too far. I'm going to be honest with you. We've tried it. It's delicious, but it's still wrong. It's a delicious thing, but it's wrong to do. And we've tried it. We know we did something wrong. We can admit we made a mistake. We shouldn't be. It's just something you shouldn't be doing. Not that it isn't delicious. So that's the last thing I have here. If I left any toppings out that belong in any of these categories, leave a comment down below letting me know what I forgot to mention in this video. And, let me know what your favorite pizza toppings are. And if you disagree or disagree with anything in this video, just leave a comment down below. Also, maybe hit the subscribe button. That's it for today. We'll see you guys on that next video.